people. Why don't you take your Pokemon to Joy at the Pokemon Center?
It's too far to the Pokemon Center. Please, you have to look at Pikachu's us.
This is Colonel Stephen Caldwell of the Earthship Daedalus.
It would be an honor to render assistance in any way we possibly can.
We're going to meet ancients. I mean, flesh and blood ancients who know what everything is and how everything works. I don't even know what to ask first.
Well, it's going to be a couple hours before we can match velocities for transport.
That should give you enough time to write out that list.
Right.
They were battle-scarred and already well on their way to Earth when their hyperdrive finally gave out on them. They decided it was best to continue forward than go back.
And how many survivors?
Just over 100.
Word has already begun to spread amongst my people. They believe this return was foretold, that it marks a turning in the tide in the war against the Wraith.
I don't know about that.
Dr. Weir, the Daedalus is ready to beam down our people and the ancient delegation.
Thank you.
We're ready to go, sir.
Dr. Weir, Ronan Taylor, this is Helia, captain of the ancient ship Tria.
It's an honor to meet you.
Thank you. And from what I'm told, you've done a remarkable job preserving our city.
Well, we did what we could with what we had.
I need to speak to the leader of your people.
I'm in charge of the Atlantis expedition.
You misunderstand me, Dr. Weir. I need to talk to the one who can speak for all the people of Earth.
That can certainly be arranged, but may I ask why?
What is that? How come I've never seen that?
Excuse me, what's going on?
Thank you for all that you've done, Dr. Weir. But your guardianship of this city is no longer necessary. The city is now under my control. We were in a battle with Wraith cruisers. They proved too much for us. So we started back to Atlantis, only to be told that the final evacuation was already in progress. I decided to push onto Earth and join the evacuees. And even when our hyperdrive failed, we decided to continue on.
I can't begin to imagine what you and your crew must be going through right now.
We owe you and your people a debt of gratitude. But we've just returned home. Home to a place we thought we'd never set eyes on again. And we need some time. Alone.
You do know that we've shed our own fair share of blood defending the city from the Wraith.
But by your own admission, you are responsible for waking the Wraith.
Right?
And by your own admission, you are responsible for the emergence of the Wraith as a species. The fact is, if it weren't for our expedition, there would be no Atlantis.
No one's saying the city doesn't belong to you, or that you don't belong here. What we're saying is that
What we're asking
is that we be allowed to stay here.
There is so much that we can learn from you. And in return, we can offer supplies, manpower, the kind of support you'll need to restore Atlantis to its former glory.
The day will come when your people will once again have a place here. But that is not this day.
You should be in there.
I don't know what I could say at this point that would make any difference.
You're right. They want us out of here.
But why? There are maybe 100 or so of them. I mean, they could use us. They might even need us.
What if you were forced from your home by war, only to return to find someone on your couch, eating your Cheetos, watching your TV?
Well, I'd be fine with that.
No, you wouldn't. I'd rather talk, sir.
No talks. Listening is what we did.
It was essentially a transitional meeting. They needed to know how much time we needed to vacate the city.
I said 48 hours, unless you need more.
No? Should be enough.
Well, that's it? We're just going to take this line down? We rescued them.
And they're immensely grateful.
Oh, well, they're not showing it.
From their point of view, Dr. McKay, they're being extremely generous. Keep in mind that when they left Atlantis, we were basically a hunter-gatherer species.
Well, did you remind them if we hadn't hunted and gathered them out of the void between galaxies, they would still be stuck there?
Should have left them out there.
I know you feel as though you're losing the city.
This isn't just about losing a city, Richard. I mean, this is about losing an opportunity to talk with and learn from living, breathing ancients.
They are willing, over time, to let us back in the city, just not right now. That way we get all the benefit of Atlantis, with very little of the risks or expense.
Yeah, it's not like we don't have our own galaxy to worry about. Colonel, I'd like you to supervise the withdrawal.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Can I talk to you for a moment? I didn't want to say this in front of McKay because I know he'd want the job.
What job?
The ancients are willing to leave someone behind as a liaison, kind of a ambassador, if you will.
You know I would be more than happy
It's
to...
not going to be you.
Tell me someone who's more qualified for that job.
I can't. But the IOA wants Woolsey.
Woolsey?
Yeah. To paraphrase the ancients, they think you won't be able to let go.
So they're going to just shut us out after everything we've done here?
I know. Look, you've done a hell of a job here. And I am sorry it's ending this way.
I suppose I can take comfort in the fact that out of all the ways this expedition could have ended, this is definitely not the worst. Thank you.
You guys all packed up?
I really don't have that much stuff.
Right.
Most of my belongings are already with my people.
How's that going, by the way? Are the ancients allowing the Athosians to stay on the mainland?
They have found a suitable planet for us to relocate to. One with our own Stargate.
How'd that go down?
It was not the homecoming of the ancestors my people envisioned.
You guys want any of this stuff? Johnny Cash poster, skateboard, Sudoku books. You know you guys are welcome to come back with us, right?
My place is with my people.
I can't leave this galaxy until every last Wraith is dead.
Well, I just had to say it out loud.
You two should know that we would be honored if you decided to stay with us, John.
Yeah, well, I think the Air Force has got other plans for me.
We also just had to say it out loud.
Right. Well, this sucks.
Yeah.
I'm not good at goodbyes.
Our paths will cross again, John Shepard. Of that I am sure.
Well, before our paths uncross, could you give me a hand with these boxes? I'll throw in pizza and some beer.
Popcorn?
And popcorn for the... Oh, my God.
Well, I was offered a position at Masarek University right before I came here. I imagine I could work there if I wanted to. What about you, Carson?
Well, they offered me a surgery position at Stargate Command. You?
I don't know. Area 51, I guess. Tool around as much of the database we're able to bring back with us.
You know, in a way, I look forward to focusing on a single problem for a while. Being continually pulled off of research to put out fires can be, frustrating.
I suppose so. I just don't know how many times I'm going to be asked to save the day at the 11th hour at Area 51.
Oh, I'm sure it'll come up.
Not as often as I'd like.
Well, I must admit, It's been a pleasure working with you both. In fact, out of all the people...
You are not tearing up on me, are you?